at it. It's trying to punish this idea of taking either spirit in the mid, really. With these lone druids is something that you've sort of been hoping more teams would go for. Obviously, it used to be a bit of a more classic pick back in the day, sending this lone druid into the mid. So I wouldn't mind seeing that a little bit more often, honestly. But yeah, it should be a great start again here for him. And obviously, game one went great for Anisha versus Quinn. So hoping to roll again into another good game. And I do share a lot of sentiments with the panel. It does look a bit rougher here for Gaimin Gladiators. I feel like there's just a lot of stuff that doesn't sync that easily on Gaimin Gladiators, particularly like with the bounty. Everything just looks so like chill from Liquid, which is kind of funny considering they have a Spirit Breaker.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, and like sort of a more relaxed game state in a way. You'll probably run around really fast if Techies is bringing people low on Blood Secret and all the rest of that. As it looks like Rune's getting set up for him. Celery moving in. Didn't get the stun. And in fact, it's going to be a quick runaway. They have enough for Celery. Ooh, he is going to fall. They get the blood grenade turn, so Insani is going to draw the first blood. Boxy starts to drop lower and lower and does get brought down by Celery, who is already dead. So a trade of 1-for-1, but first blood going the direction of Liquid.
Okay, impressive. I guess that was just the tiny bit of damage at the end there. Okay, good job. Yeah, first blood, solid start for them. And this middle lane we already talked about. Top lane should be pretty interesting, right? This idea of the Doom and the Pugna. Seeing a couple teams going over that right now is we have some spins happening down bottom right now for Draccio and some damage being traded. Celery probably a bit happier in terms of the matchup. I like how he's trying to put this level 1 pressure right onto Boxy, just constantly slapping him over and over and over again, knowing that he only has the Sticky Mine. So he basically hits him for 12 seconds until he thinks Sticky Mine's back up, and then he's gonna like take a breather, come back and do it again as long as his busy last hitting. That's sort of the goal, you know?
I like that. It's a nice way to try and deal with this hero that's caused so many issues for people in the laning stage. The constant spam from the techies is very annoying to deal with. I also want to mention, I feel like people maybe tuning in for the first time in a little while will be like, Jug, what the hell? That hero is garbage. This new 20 talent is absolutely insane. It's down bottom. There's a little bit of a spin onto Zai right now. The heal that you get from it, you Omni Slash, and it's like a full heal. The hero just is crazy if you can get that Blade Dance Lifesteal talent.
Yeah, it's certainly becoming more popular. I think pubs as well, starting to pick the hero up just a little bit more. We all know that lanes are a bit hectic at the moment. They feel very important. So even though there's now a Lotus Pool in the lane, which in some ways could almost make Jug feel worse because it's like healing for all carries. Ooh, that's... Ooh. Yeah. All right. So here was my concern that I was going to talk about, though, was that they didn't have a chance to pressure Boxy at all at that level 1 other than what Celery was doing. I feel like ideally you try and find some situation where you can try and like maybe even kill him before Blast Off is there. But the second Blast Off is there, and if you're already a little bit low, yeah, you have problems when you have this duo, because if the spin is down, there is not a whole lot you can do. And even with spin up, of course, you know, there is some stuff that can still happen to him. You never know. Maybe get him through the resistance now.
And also seeing one of the issues in mid lane when we're talking about that, Nisha managing to deny out one of the water runes from Quinn and pick up the other one. So Quinn already running into some of the issues that you see with this lone druid mid. Celery brought down and killed Boxy. More than enough. Didn't even need the blast off for that. It was just a good little love tap coming from Zai.
Yeah, he kind of took a lot like in the last engagement there, and frankly, he's not the tankiest hero. You know, he only has 1 blood grenade in his backpack right now, so not nearly as beefy as much as. Oh, and he just got greedy trying to go for the pull. Oh no, he gets it. Nice. Oh no, he didn't. Oh, that's painful. Okay, sad stuff for Celery. He at least got the stack, but he missed. He tried to get a half pull there out of the range creep. I'm not sure how that didn't work, but tough stuff there.
Okay, up top, forced to TP away. Back to base because he didn't want to take that much more damage, but he did manage to sneak over and get that healing Lotus, so more survivability as they're trading hits, and at least this is the lane that's going good for them. Like Void Spirit 14-and-1 versus 22-and-6. Lone Druid's having a whale of a time. I mean, maybe this is just the answer, right? We've been trying to figure out what's the way that you deal with this Void Spirit, and Lone Druid mid.
It's good for the lane, but is the lane really a problem with Void Spirit, you know? Right. I mean, his lane's good. It's not what I'm concerned about this hero, though. You know, it's kind of mid-game. They have some options, though, of course, right? Like Techies, a little bit of control, so maybe perhaps a Rupture. It can still be annoying even for Void Spirit, so. Certainly, Quinn will need to be quite ahead if he wants to jump deep into these fights right now. As McCain and Sandy continue to try and control up Ace by just throwing out these spells. Blood Rights, couple of Frost Blasts. And although they're a little bit low, they're still okay to stand their ground and at least get some farm this way by pulling the wave.
Yeah, that part is nice.
And burn him. Burn him, Ace. Got him good.
Got him. Easy.
That's
Mana
actually
burn is
very annoying for Insania.
It's super frustrating. Does have a mango if he wants to try and go on him, but you only really get one blast to that one, and it's actually not even enough to use a frost blast.
No, he's really got to save up. There it goes.
They turn, kill off that nether ward. Back farming as well. Down bottom, they make the go again. Dyrachyo did not have the mana for Blade Fury after using the healing ward. And Celery, he's alone down here getting bashed by Zai. They are bully central down bottom. Spirit Breaker last pick, what a choice. And well, in fact, now Mickey so fast from all this, he runs in and kills off Tofu. So this is really the strength of this combo of an opening of Bloodseeker techies. One brings them low, the other gets them kills.
Yeah, it's starting to snowball a little bit here. A charge as well onto Celery with the sticky bomb. There he goes. We, of course, saw interaction of the day versus Techies versus Bounty, where that was very handy as well. But just sticking it up in Boxy, even going to deny his obs. Very confident that it's not sticking around here. He has been trying to deny this obs for so long. There it goes. He kept hitting the sentry.
Tofu made the rotation towards mid. I think that was a refill on the bottle for Quinn. Sees that Sania's over there too. Tries to put some pressure on, but everybody coming mid right now. All supports in towards this lane, trying to set up for that 6-minute rune. And they secure it for Quinn, who is also relatively close to level 6. Rune is going to spawn up top. It's a DD taken by Tofu. And has to back away from the lone druid bear. If he gets a root, he's in a lot of trouble. Quinn, without having a refill, is going to keep on taking a beating here.
All right, games. Bounty's killing couriers.
Sania.
We're there already, are we?
Oh, Tofu. Yeah, he thought he could get the kill with the DD, but didn't think about Sinister Gaze. Nicely played. Yeah, Bounty is just, he's got to go do other things.
2 games in a row, which is so interesting because Celery is someone who, pretty renowned for his Chen, his Enchantress, and really owning the lane, taking control of it, and attempting to dominate. But now he's just given up the lane twice. He's going to try and steal their Wisdom Rune. Zai does not have any detection, so this is Celery's, unless Zai does a crazy charge through, which honestly he probably will. Yep.
Oh my god!
Easy.
Oh, Liquid.
Nerd.
They get both of them.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, that's huge.
He's so annoying.
Zai.
Last game, just doing it. And then Boxy, of course, did the blast off last time. Then Zai just does the cross map charge. Just can't win.
That is very sad for the supports of GG because they're level 3 and 4 right now versus 5 and almost 6 for the other 2 on Liquid. Guys, Wisdom Runes are fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they're okay. We just doubled them. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Everything is fine. Tofu, moving in towards mid again here as the 8-minute rune is about to spawn. So, can they control a rune for Quinn? Could they grab a kill onto something? Can they kill this bear even? That would be hype. Don't think so. Techies coming into the bottom side. So, bottom rune looks rough to get. Top's their best shot.
Right.
Hyping up this rune because it's the most important thing in the game. Oh, it's a shield rune anyway.
And Nisha gets it, so not going to kill him easily. Insania throws on the 2 points in Frost Shield. Won't be enough to keep him alive. Quinn getting decrept to back away from Nisha. Does he get rooted again? Bash is there. The root comes out and
Timing.
get him brought down. Oh man, Tofu now jumped upon. Everything is falling apart for Gaimin Gladiators as Liquid take dominant control of this game too.
The timing of that root could not have been better because he kept missing the roots and it was while the other control elements were out, and then as the one stun ends, the root starts. Like, really? Like, honestly. No overlapping there. Zaya, quick charge.
Bash.
Oh, yeah. Get him.
And Omni slash down now. Solo on to Zai kind of with Celery moving in. They're trying to bring him down, but the physical damage mitigation from the Frost Shield. Now the blast off Liquid. They are hungry for blood. Bloodseeker's on the other side of the map, but they're still taking these kills. They take down the Jug for the techies. Liquid, I mean, for 11-3, the fact that it's only a 1K gold lead is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it does beg the question of why. Why is the lead so small right now? And I guess the only thing you can really look at is pretty much Ace. He is one of the larger gaps here. There's also a 600 gold gap between Insania and Celery. So positionally, that's a pretty large one there as well. Very surprising to see that the gold lead is not further. XP isn't like crazy right now. Okay, it's kind of crazy. It's like a 20% XP lead.
When they pull him in, but can't quite grab him the second time though. Chain Frost, everything dropped. Boxy's the one that ends up getting the kill. I mean, it's just a tidal wave of damage that's breaking onto the shores of Gaimin Gladiators' face.
Do you know what I really hate about Bounty Hunter? As someone who really likes Bounty Hunter, I hate how when you play support, if you cannot TP to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he didn't have TP in that situation anyway. It was still on cooldown. But, like, nothing's going to save that Void Spirit from these two supports. Like, maybe Pugna TP said that's a decent one. You got D-Crab and Blast. But when the other support's so useless, like, having two supports that are good TPing in is massive because they work in tandem. You know, they can do multiple things. Even with the TP delay, you can often still combine your skills to make some sort of a turnaround having those situations, especially with something like Lich and Techies. They are very good defensively like that. Pugna is kind of okay, but Bounty just does nothing. So they can just dive completely freely.
It's true. And they have been doing just that. I mean, I think that over the next couple of minutes here, they're going to have to continue to just try and sort of hold on and not lose out too much of the map. As Quinn is again getting rooted in the mid lane. Nisha just walks up with the bear, hits him twice, and Quinn loses about a third of his HP pool. Like, look at this.
I love his confidence.
Look at this.
So nice.
Oh my god. Wanting to kill this bear. They have a resummon if they need it. And
is he
bear
paying for this?
Dead. Does Quinn get out? This is big for them if they can manage to escape. One root, two root, no root.
So dead.
But the bash comes out. Able to dodge some of them. Quinn, he is eventually going to be killed. So they take down Nisha after the bear. Tofu tries to turn on this one with the life drain. Able to bring down Insania. Gaimin Gladiators are somehow making this work a little bit. They took down Nisha for Quinn.
He took 1,000 damage from Pugna. He took 85 from Void Spirit. On Nisha. That was just, I mean, he did kill a bear though, or like assisting killing the bear, which obviously does a lot of damage as well, but still. Pugna doing the mad work there from Tofu, as Celery being bashed with his buddy Ace next to him. So I'm not going to finish off though.
Trent.
So yeah, you are right though. What bud?
I figured out the problem.
Okay.
They don't have the Kog'R with the Midas this time. How can a Spear Breaker keep up with the farm of this Doom? How are they going to be able to handle it?
I thought you were just having like a brain problem, but yeah, I see the Kog'R. That's a core ogre.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they call
thank you. Yeah, very famously referred to as. I hear that all the time. Oh, Duraccio. Well, you can't. I mean, he's gonna try. Oh, he doesn't even TP.
Oh my
I thought
God.
he was spin TPing, but he was just stopping and spinning, which was even funnier.
He's doing a pirouette. Okay. As Zai is going to TP top now to defend this tower. Tofu shows up. They're still tracked. Quinn. No astral steps at the moment. So, with no Midas on their Spirit Breaker, Gaimin Gladiators are keeping it somewhat close, even though it's 5-17.
They have 17 kills. How's that number so big?
Yeah, it's been 13 minutes, man.
This is like one of those Immortal or Herald things. 17 kills at 13 minutes. It's a very rare occasion.
Oh. They're battlers.
And it is a bit of inflated net worth, of course, whenever the Doom is involved. So the net worth lead is slightly worse, because Doom needs more gold to do more things. And we got a charge onto the creep wave here. He's going to try and kill it and transfer the charge, but it wasn't in time to do anything cheeky there. Or, well, maybe he wasn't trying to, but it would have been funny.
Right. Well,
they're going to try and take over this bottom half of the map here. They bring the wards down. Oh, actually, wait, what? Where are the wards at? The courier came down here with no wards, Insania? You just hear wardless?
disgraceful, honestly.
Support players. It's almost like they're out of stock or something. That's crazy.
The wraparound coming through the Twin Gate, though. They didn't get much use last time. They will this time. Quinn, are you in trouble, sir? Going to get hit, gonna get rooted. Oh my god, it feels bad to be Void Spirit right now, but he does have double Astral Step. Jump, jump, TP, he's out.
I'm out. I was watching his cam. I was ready for the ultimate mold, then he survived.
Nice.
I mean, I'd be feeling it right now. It was a tough game.
Tofu is feeling it. As Liquid make a couple kills happen. There is going to be a rotation for the Wisdom Runes now. Thankfully for Gaimin Gladiators, they did manage to secure one of their own this time.
Yep, Celery in there nice and early. And finding a solution here. Thinking about grabbing the early Yules.
Okay.
An item that is getting a little bit more love lately across a lot of games. I'm missing the item, but obviously versus Spirit Breaker, it's got a ton of value for you there.
Celery runs into a mine, spots a courier, has to back out, but does maybe wait for that. Yeah, the back.
Yeah.
They're
got nothing else to do, right?
Of course. Solar Crest. Wow. Okay. Maybe thinking that they can make something happen. Caught him after the bulldoze wore out, so he's doomed for a while as Ace can't actually chase this down.
No. Good choice not to, I would say there. I mean, Quinn's coming with an Invis, so he can scout this out a bit. They just popped Dust as well to see if the bounty was lurking nearby. So, of course, the AoE does linger. Quinn avoids it. Not going to find anyone, though. Looks like they're out in time. I say that. Nisha's still tracked.
Yeah. This is actually a little bit scary for him. With Quinn coming in, goes into true form as they pass by that sentry. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, hey, Dracio's dead.
Duracho is the same level as Boxy. That's not great.
No.
The old Liquids or Gaimin Gladiator squad.
Yeah, that was another rupture by the looks of it there as they now head in mid.
Find him. No Doom to try and keep Doom alive, but Ace, very, very tanky. Dropping lower and lower. Will survive through the first salvo. The Chain Frost, though, as they drop another ulti for the kill. Quinn still looking for anything in this game right now. Mickey is there. He's going to get the silence. Pulls back Zai. Celery playing around with him, but they decide to retreat away.
Damn, Quinn baiting so hard there. Wants onto that tower bad. With Echo Saber, Strength Treads. He was holding a couple of his jumps there. Didn't want to use it to get out of the silence. Was hoping they'd dive a little bit deeper. Because he knows that he's not going to win this game by just trying to like run away and reset and go for another smoke. Like they have to find some sort of a punish on Liquid diving a bit too deep right now. And they are struggling to, obviously. Only 5 kills versus the 20 of Team Liquid. And still, that lead, not insurmountable.
Right. I mean, it's still an incredibly difficult game, and we've seen, you know, Liquid of the past be able to sometimes throw leads like this before, but obviously more recently it's been the less of that happening and more success coming out. But 17 minutes and this type of map control, these types of threats, it's dangerous. Duracio still doesn't really have an item, is finally going to be getting towards that Battle Fury now.
Doesn't really have an item. That is sad, yeah. That's 17-minute Battle Fury. I mean, you say it's obviously this core group recently passed 1,000 of Mickey and Sania and Boxy playing together, 1,000 games, and that's all it takes to stop throwing away Mega Creep games.
Okay.
So, you know, it took them a while, but they got there.
Good for everybody to learn that. Oh my god, Celery's gone. And everybody just needs to back away. As soon as Mickey shows up, you gotta get the hell out of here. He's getting towards that BKB. Tofu.
Goblin.
Chasing, wanting to escape, switches it over. Zai right on top of him. Even the charge through as Mickey turns to fight, beats him to death. Liquid, unstoppable.
Grabbing themselves a Watcher on the way through. Those things still exist.
Yep.
Quinn wants a pickup, though. Greedy Insania here. Oh, does he not get found? Is he going to get a ward down here? Ooh, by the hot tub, the sauna. Down in the wells, where they're wishing they can find another item for Duracio here. And oh no, Quinn, nice grab.
Drop down that remnant to keep him alive. I mean, this again is just all space trying to be made so Duracio can be a real hero. And if you guys have not seen these Juggernauts recently, when he does get online with a couple of these stat items, it becomes pretty insane. The survivability you have.
What is Insania doing? Why? He's just getting...
Well, Quinn is going to end up going down, and, well, Insania survives through Doom. He might get denied by his
I got Doom? No, I think he's fine. It's just funny because, like...
His team might just want to,
Yeah, that's true, actually. That's a good point.
As Celery going to die to the Rupture.
So one of the things that happens when you get a really deep ward like this, you often want to like TP out, right? Because you don't want to be spotted down here. Because then they're gonna know, like, all right, this guy warded around here somewhere. But Insania just stays, and he like goes to some trees. He's like looking through paths to hide, and then he just walks along the wall, runs into Doom, gets Doom because he was trying to link up with his team because they decided they were gonna push the tower. So that made sense why he was staying. But he just tanks the Doom and survives. So it ends up being a fantastic play from Insania. And now they got themselves the outpost. And it's looking a lot like game number 1. Now, in game number 1, though, slightly before around this timing, GG really turned the game around with a bunch of track kills.
Exactly.
And they do it again here.
That's sort of going to be the big question mark coming out. Obviously, Gaimin Gladiators did end up losing that other game, but there's still possibilities. As this game, we haven't, 90% win probability is pretty high for Dota Plus. Again, this is a 3,000 gold lead against a Doom. But if Liquid go too far, there's maybe a chance. They're so strong, though.
They really are. Approximately, 6 levels separating them is pretty brutal.
So, down to Roche they will go, and time for the Lone Druid pushing. Pretty strong, hard to deal with. Nisha, I don't know if anybody's really going to be able to touch him.
Nah, Mask of Madness Deso Bear is a timing that has always worked. With the shard being as crazy as it is these days now, it's some of the best that it's ever been, really, ever since like Armlet Bear died. So Hero feels pretty solid in terms of just like getting these like cheaper-ish items and moving forward.
Dire are scanning.
21 minutes. Next Wisdom Rune coming up, and Celery's trying to run to get it. Celery, can you do it? Oh, he's just going to be a little bit late. Boxy. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Celery!
Boxy.
You god!
And look, the sentry is moving in Insania's backpack right now.
Oh, that's so good.
It was on cooldown, so he couldn't even get down the vision and then catch him.
All right, listen, if they win, it's because of that.
That's right. Just as sick as Nisha's sight last game.
True. Just about as hard, I think, to make it work.
Oh,
all right, don't lose the Aegis
back
now.
away here. Oh, wait, hold.
Don't lose the Aegis now. All right,
we're good.
Oh, he doesn't even have it. Man, they passed that one over to Bloodseeker. What am I talking about?
And Mickey just going for a pretty similar item build here. Okay, well, there's no Echo Saber this time, but there is indeed the Nullifier once more.
Right. Seems like a pretty good choice this game. Help deal with the decrep. So, Liquid, very strong and in charge of this one. Feels like Boxy's been so free to do whatever he wants this game. The rest of his team's often alone, like making things happen. He's just farming up waves, chilling.
I mean, he's above Quinn in net worth, so somehow it's still only 5K. I'm not sure how that's possible. I feel like we got a bug going on here or something. The math, the math checks out, but it doesn't feel right. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah, about to be 4 heroes ahead of the Jug in terms of net worth. Yeah, not great. Doesn't matter if they have double soul crest. Still very strong. Sanj and Yasha completed for Jug. But what is going to be the answer for Gaimin Gladiators in terms of defending this push? Right now, it's just trying to cut waves, it looks like they can.
They need the world's sickest Doom, which is hard to do when you don't have mobility. He's trying to farm the Blink. He's actually very close. He is getting there. I mean, he's got the bots already. The Blink's nearly done. They probably cannot fight until he has Blink on too. I feel like there's just no way. So hold out for that. Obviously, fighting the Aegis isn't a great idea either in the current situation. And there's that Blink. Dracho even going to get back, find some Ancients here too. His Scotty would be fantastic this game. It is what he's working towards. That could really help him. A little bit of survivability. Great versus, especially the Bloodseeker, obviously, but great versus Low Druid too.
It feels like they're definitely, as Mickey just passes right by where that Doom was, It feels like Gaimin Gladiators, like you said, are waiting for those key items, and they're going to be looking for this one big fight to pull them back into it with track kills. And I want to see how Liquid approach that, if they sort of respect that potential or if they are just willing to keep running in gung-ho.
Well, they're running it right now.
Celery covered by the Remnant. Jump in, disarmed, and they bring down this bounty. He's getting healed back up by Tofu. Mickey runs in, thought about the rupture. A little bit dangerous. And Liquid, despite the fact that they're so far ahead, they're not going to dive. So they are respecting that comeback potential that can come with track.
Yeah, they need to, especially again with Blink Doom. That is certainly something that can be a bit frightening to play against right now. And the track goal potential being there too. He's getting some vision in behind now from Celery. The key thing I think for Liquid is they do not want to take a fight anywhere away from the Roche pit. I think you have the lead, you're controlling the map, you're the ones that can close gaps much faster than your opponents. So my goal right now would be to start prepping for the next Roche. You're not going high ground with this one. This one's dissipating in under a minute. You want to ensure that you have the mines all set up and that the fight that happens that you want to force Gaimin Gladiators to take is at the Roche pit, because you have a big advantage there. Like, you know how they have to play. I think if it's Gaimin Gladiators, you need to get out on the map. You need to find some crazy smoke play. You have to fight Liquid away from that Roche, because there's no way you win that fight easily.
Yeah. Particularly if they're set up. Maybe if there's a chance that you get there first and catch them on their way to the pit, something good can happen. But yeah, it has to be sort of a... Oh my god, he has an AC now. Druid, Jesus. I mean, they're charging through. They find Duraccio right now. The way that we're describing it is like the optimal scenario, but Liquid, I mean, they're so strong, they could probably do whatever they want right now, to some extent at least. 5 to 24 is... You got to feel super strong if you're Liquid. Zai, though, might be the first point of contact.
He's so hard to kill. Like, one of the reasons why Spearbreaker looks amazing in this game is that, like, in a good Spirit game, funnily enough, the Spearbreaker often looks good as well, because, like, low catch, right? You're thinking, like, they don't have great stuns and everything, because this guy has stash resistance, which is just nasty. And it's 70% right now with the Bulldoze. And I don't think they have any way of dealing with that, right? I mean, unless Doom grabs a Purge or something, like, they're not getting into a Nullifier anytime soon here. So, I mean, obviously they have the Yules. That's one decent way to do it. Yeah. But aside from that, if that's not a tool that's available for them, it's really hard to lock down Zai.
Fair enough. Well, and he is playing in that fashion. Did end up running away to the other side of the map to rejoin with his team. A lot of respect being given by Liquid to this team and their potential to make the fight happen. And also, gotta give shout-outs to Gaimin Gladiators for keeping the net worth this close, even though they're down almost 5 times as many kills on the enemy team. But as the push starts to threaten high ground, they need to deal with this on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, force everybody back into their base, and then retake the map.
And one of the most frustrating things about playing against Lone Druid is there's not many heroes that can threaten the high ground like that so safely in a relatively, like, even-ish match, in the sense of just, like, you know, we can't really just storm the high ground right now. We don't want to do that without Aegis, because that's just a foolish risk that no one should take in Dota when you're controlling the map. But with Lone Druid, you gotta poke a little bit. Pretty hard for them to get in there. Creates a nice gap that it makes it hard for Doom to get the jump over top of that buffer zone of the Lone Druid, especially with how good the fear is these days. But Nisha in the river, Celery looking for it. This would be great for them.
This could be that pivotal fight. They are still very
mines
spread out. Instead, they start heading up towards the top side, run into Zai, find him right at the start. Dust out, gets the charge away. Oh, and Zai escapes. Gaimin Gladiators, they were hoping for something more there. Fear onto 2. And they can't connect on these kills. Liquid covering each other well, and Zai, of course, making sure he has a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, they're going to reset there as well. Does not want to doom the Spirit Breaker. Pretty sure he had a chance to throw it out there, but wouldn't have felt that amazing.
They're going to eat the Remnant. It's just absolutely untouchable force that he's got. Celery runs into a mine, and Boxy spots him immediately. Yule Scepter to keep him alive for the moment, but can't get away. Much too much. And now Duraccio, he's in no man's land. Got caught here by the rest of them. Zai, ready
they feel
in a moment's notice. AC blinks in. They're trying to find a good target. This does not feel great for them at all. Tries to TP out. Not gonna happen. Hold back immediately. Omni Slash to try and survive. does not have that much life steal at the moment. Immediately brought down.
Dire's middle tower is under
Liquid
attack.
ready for Roche. 2 minutes till it's capable to respond, but instead they're going bottom to try and find Ace. Zai onto him.
Fine, they will.
Pulls him back in. Can they get this guy under control? Drops the Doom. Wants to run away. BKB needs to TP out, but still 3 more seconds until it's back up again. Quinn shows up. Tries to turn, find this kill on to Mickey, but the pullback is there from the Lich. Insania has had a fabulous series so far. Gets another moment there to make sure nothing is going the way of Gaimin Gladiators. And now another charge connects. Yule Scepter from Tofu to try and keep him alive. And will finally manage to get away from this. But Liquid, they're ready to push.
Yeah, grab a couple of kills there. Nice attempt from Quinn to get the save onto Ace, but pays with his own life instead. But no matter who's alive right now, the numbers being this big of a gap, yeah, you are not going to be defending this high ground until everyone is back up. And frankly, until you have the Doom. That's definitely what it feels like right now. And that's not back for another minute. So minute 10 until the Roche is up. Likely going to see Liquid reset, spend all their hard-earned money here, and get some gold on their heroes when Aghanim's done for Zai.
Shivas for the bear, blows it up. They do manage to get the bear kill. Comes back to life right afterwards. Cornisha. And
Celery needs to not get greedy. Okay, he canceled the charge. Oh, these mines, dude. Like,
crazy.
Celery's running one way to pop the mines in the hopes that, like, maybe his team can go elsewhere, it feels like.
yeah. But it's not working. Boxy, he is going to get caught here. Do they have enough? Okay, Mickey shows up, and now who's getting caught? And he's actually frost shielding his courier and running it at him. What am I seeing? The root is there for Quinn, manages to back away. Jumps out, Duraccio. Oh, does he have any way to get out of this one after the spin, the stun, the fear, the kill? They chain stunned the Juggernaut perfectly, and now Mickey just free to unleash onto Ace. As they connect onto him, pops his BKB, the War Stomp, but Mickey is running mighty fast, getting body blocked by Zai actually as the charge comes through. Liquid are going to take 3. They're going to take this mid-Rax. And barring some miracle, they might just take this game. A buyback from the Juggernaut, has Omni Slash ready, spins immediately. Lift up now. The bear gonna be controlled. Zai jumped on by Quinn. They try and run him down. Doesn't have another charge though, can't get him. And now the root, now the bash, now the blast off. And again, the death of Quinn. Liquid want to end this game. Duraccio, he just wants to get an Omni Slash off. Desperately hoping to do something, but the fear is consistently there. Boxy kills the healing ward. The Lotus! Oh, the Lotus! It was always there as the answer. GG is called. Liquid, come in and take care of business.
They most certainly did. Game 1 had options, had almost the potential there to come back from a bit of a weaker laning stage there from